He's just wondering where it started from. Because Prabhupada was kind of broad, and during Prabhupada's time it wasn't that narrow-minded as he thinks.
No, it wasn't as narrow-minded. It is broad, but very strict at the same time.
Prabhupada byl na jednu stranu striktní a na jednu stranu jako všeobjímající.
And that was Prabhupada's capacity.
Prabhupada kapacita.
To bring people from many walks of life and many backgrounds and place them onto the path of Krishna consciousness and to keep them on the path.
Spoustu lidí byl schopný přijmout a akomodovat.
See, originally there was Mayavadi gurus, Guru Maharaji, there was Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, there was Satchidananda, there was Vivekananda, there was Yogananda. There are different Mayavadi gurus, but then those are not bona fide. There was only one person who came, more or less, and that was Prabhupada. So the formula was more or less simple. Prabhupada established temples, temple presidents. GBC is called Governing Body Commission. Or committee. What is it? Commission? Commission.
Cannot be translated. I don't know.
Okay, it's a government. It's a group to govern the rules of the society. It's like a parliament. Parliament or Congress. But Prabhupada was independent of the committee. He was the representative of Krishna. On 3 occasions, the GBC, in different years, made very bad decisions. And in 2 of those years, Prabhupada fired them all. They all lost their job. And there was no GBC for 6-7 months. And then again, he made new GBCs and started again. He did that twice. The third time, one person in the GBC had become more powerful. So he sent that man to China. And all the things that he had done, Prabhupada changed it. So, I don't want to demonize anybody, but the point is, we can make mistakes. Committees, these things can make mistakes. But Krishna's representative was there to correct the mistakes. When Prabhupada left, there was only the committee, which has a record of making mistakes. So they continued to make mistakes. Some years they made more mistakes, some years they made less mistakes. There's only 1 year they made no mistake. It was about 5 years ago, and it's because they didn't have any meetings and they didn't have any votes and they didn't decide on anything. They just did nothing in Mayapur. And that's the only year they didn't make mistakes. But we can all make mistakes. But now, who is there to correct and help our mistakes? By example of Prabhupada, only someone who is outside the committee, who is independent of the committee, can see and rectify the mistakes. And that person should be also representative of Krishna. That's number 1. The committee cannot see their own mistakes. Understand? So that was the living example during the time of Prabhupada. Are you catching this?
We
Now, and who was he? He was the guru.
On byl taky guru.
The guru, by Prabhupada's own example, is independent and is above the judgment of the GBC.
Guru vlastně z Prabhupádova vlastního příkladu je nad tou radou a je nezávislý nad tou radou.
But you can say, but he was Prabhupada.
On byl Prabhupád.
Yes, and he was showing the example
A dával taky příklad.
that the guru must be independent of the GBC.
Že guru musí nezávislý na GBC.
But now, all gurus
Teď všichni gurové
are under the GBC
GBC.
or in the GBC.
Nebo byl v GBC.
So how will they be able to see their own mistakes?
Jak by mohli teď vidět svoje vlastní chyby.
And who will they turn to for guidance or correction?
Přijdou, aby je vedl, jako k tomu to přijdou zkonzultovat.
By their own admission, the guru has finally become a bhakti leader in ISKCON. That's it.
Takže vlastně oni se jako pasovali do role bhakti lídrů v ISKCONu, to, co řekli tady samotně.
With his own room and his own plate and a servant and a few things and a flower garland.
Mají svoje jako věci, girlandy, místnosti a tak dále.
That's called something like functional guru, or we call it institutional
To je
guru.
něco jako institucionální guru.
Not guru tattva.
Ale to není guru tattva.
It also, I hope I don't offend anybody, but it also places all ISKCON gurus as Ritvik,
Ale
not guru.
v podstatě to dělá z iskonských guru Ritvik.
Because they cannot take you back to Godhead, they are not pure devotees,
Zpátky k Bohu,
they are under the GBC, they have no independence.
Nemají žádnou nezávislost.
Guru is independent. A guru must be a pure devotee of Kṛṣṇa. So
Musí být čistě oddaný Krišny.
actually they have no gurus, they have Ritvik gurus.
Nemají vlastně Ritvik. Ne.
So it's not such a good position these days.
Řekl, je to takový jako nešťastná situace.
But the institution goes on, there are hundreds of devotees.
Instituce
Some gurus have
pokračuje
5,000 disciples, they come to Vrindavan and have 5,000 disciples.
Někdo má 5000 žáků, některý gurové.
Is that the goal?
Je to
Many
cíl,
disciples,
spoustu žáků,
many members,
spoustu členů,
big temples.
velký chrám.